A very good morning, students. Today we are going to study class 9th Moments book, lesson 6, Weathering the Storm in Alsama. This is written by Harsh Mandir. This story gives an account of the storm that hits the coastal area. This is based on a true story of the adventures of a teenager Prashant was marooned on the roof of a house for 2 nights following the dreadful storms that hit Odisha on 27th October 1999. Let us see the brief introduction of this chapter. This story gives an account of the storm that hits the coastal town of Arsama in Odisha state in the year 1999. A young boy Prashant faced the fury of the storm and reached his village. The details of how he worked hard to help the villagers overcome the devastation, means destruction, caused by the storm inspire us to have courage and a positive approach towards life. Let us see the explanation of this chapter. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters of Arsama, a small town in coastal Odisha some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. Winds beat against the house with a speed and fury that Prashant had never witnessed before. Menacing means dangerous and harmful. Fury means extreme strength, means gussa, you can say. Prashant was a native of a village in the coastal state of Odisha. On 27th October 1999, he was on a visit to a friend in Arsama, which is a small town in Odisha and a block headquarters in Jagatpura district. His village was at a distance of 18 kilometers from Arsama. He had lost his mother 7 years ago. That day, a strong storm gathered in the evening. Furious wind accompanied by continuous rain lashed the place that Prashant never saw before. Heavy and incessant rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted and crashed to the earth. Screams rent the air as people and houses were swiftly washed away. The angry water swirled into his friend's house neck deep. The building was of brick and mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 km per hour. But the cold terror of the family grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen on their house sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. Incessant means continuous, unceasing. Ancient means old. Rent means filled. Swirled means moved or flowed along with a whirling motion. Gol gol ghumna, just like. Swirled means moved or flowed along with a whirling motion. Mortar means a mixture of lime, cement, sand and water used to construct building. Furious wind accompanied by continuous rain lashed the place. Screams could be heard as trees got uprooted and destroyed the houses as they fell on them. The water flowed with a gush and swept away houses that came in its way. There was neck deep water in his friend's house. As his house was a pakka house, it was able to resist the strong winds which blew at a speed of 350 kilometers per hour. His friend's family was terrorized because in the middle of the night, trees had fallen on the house, damaging the roof and walls of the building. The crazy destruction brought by the cyclone and the surge of a ocean continued for the next 6 hours. Although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of the devastation wrought by the super cyclone in the grey light of the early morning. Surge means gush. Refugee means shelter. Wrought means produced as a result of something. The storm continued for the next 1.5 days. Although the wind had slowed down to escape the rising levels of the water, Prashant, along with his friend and his family, took shelter on the roof of the house. As the day dawned, Prashant saw the destruction caused by the super cyclone. A ragging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eyes could see. Only fractured cement house still stood in a few places. Blotted animal carcasses and human corpses floated in every direction. All round, even yews and trees had fallen. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. This was a blessing in disguise, because the tender coconuts from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. Fractured means broken, blotted means swollen, animal carcasses, dead bodies of animals. Blessing in disguise means an apparent misfortune that eventually has good results. Tender means soft, raw. As far as Prashant could see, he saw a cover of muddy brown water. There were the remains of shattered houses surrounded by the water. Dead bodies of the animals and human beings floated in the water. Huge trees had fallen and were floating around. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their house. Initially, they thought that the trees had damaged the roof and walls of the house, but later they realized that this proved to be beneficial for them. As they were trapped in the house, they ate the raw coconuts from these trees and saved themselves from dying due to starvation. For the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. They froze in the cold and incessant rain. The rainwater washed away Prashant's tears. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Was he to be bereaved once again? Huddled means together in a group. Flashed through his mind means came to his mind. Bereaved means to have lost a family member or a friend to death. They spent the next 2 days on the rooftop. Everyone was so scared that they sat together in a group. It was very cold and the continuous rain washed away Prashant's tears. He was worried about his family members. Maybe he could have lost another family members and would be in grief over the loss of a loved one once again. This thought worried Prashant. 2 days later, which seemed to Prashant like 2 years, the rain ceased. The rainwater slowly began to recede. Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. But the situation was still dangerous, and his friend's family pleaded with Prashant to stay back a little while longer. But Prashant knew he had to go. Recede means reduce. The rain stopped after 2 days. It seemed to Prashant that 2 days' time was as long as the duration of 2 years. This shows that it was very difficult for him to pass the time, as the worry about his family's well being worried him. The rain had stopped and the water was receding gradually. Although it was dangerous to go out, he did not waste any more time and left to find his family. His friend's family requested Prashant to stay back, but he left. He equipped himself with a long sturdy stick and then started on his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village through the swollen floodwaters. It was a journey he would never forget. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road, to determine where the water was almost shallow, At places, it was waist deep and progress was slow. At several points, he lost the road and had to swim. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to the village. They decided to move ahead together. Expedition means journey. With the help of a long stick, Prashant started the 18-kilometer long journey back home. As he passed through the floodwater, the journey got inscribed in his mind forever. He had to use the stick to guide him and find the path where the water was shallower. At some places, the water was waist deep and his pace slowed down, means his speed slowed down. At some places, he lost a track of the road and had to swim to save himself from drowning. After some time, he was relieved as he got the company of two friends who, along with their uncle, were returning to the village. All of them proceeded together. As they waded through the water, the scenes they witnessed grew more and more macabre. They had to push away many human bodies, men, women, children, and carcasses of the dogs, goats, and cattle that the current swept against them as they moved ahead. In every village that they passed, they could barely see a house standing. Prashant now wept out loud and long. He was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe. Wedded means swam. Macabre means horrible. Catastrophe means disaster. As the group proceeded, they got to see horrible scenes. They had to push dead bodies of human beings and animals which were being swept around with the current of the water. As they crossed villages, not even a single house was seen. As Prashant's fear grew, he wept loudly. He was sure that his family members would not have survived the disaster. Eventually, Prashant reached his village, Kalikuda. His heart went cold. Where their home once stood, there were only remnants of its roof. Some of their belongings were caught, mangled, and twisted in the branches of trees just visible above the dark waters. Young Prashant decided to go to Red Cross shelter to look for his family. Remnants means small remaining quantities. When Prashant reached his village, Kalikuda, he became numb on seeing the remains of his house. Their belongings were scattered in the water and something hung on the branches of the trees just above the floodwater. He decided to look for his family at the shelter set up by the Red Cross Society. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother, weak with hunger. She rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes beaming. It was miracle they had long given him up for dead. Eyes brimming means eyes full of tears. As the Red Cross shelter, he saw his maternal grandmother. She appeared weak but was glad to see that Prashant was alive. She rushed to him with her arms open and her eyes full of tears. It was a miracle for her, as the family had thought that Prashant would not have survived the storm. Quickly, word spread, and his extended family gathered around him and hugged him tight in relief. Prashant anxiously scanned the motley battered group. His brother and sister, his uncle and aunts, they all seemed to be there. Motley means desperate, varied in appearance or character. Battered means injured. As Prashant's extended family came to know that he had come, they gathered around him and hugged him in relief. Prashant saw that everyone was worried and injured. He made his siblings, uncles, and aunts. By the next morning, as he took in the desperate situation in the shelter, he decided to get a grip over himself. He sensed a deadly grief setting upon the 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. 86 lives were lost in the village. All the 96 houses had been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter. So far, they had survived on green coconuts, but there were too few to go around such a tumult of people. Tumult means uproar of a disorderly crowd force. The next morning, Prashant realized that he had to get over his emotions and take charge of his situations. The huge crowd of around 2,500 people in the shelter was full of sadness as they had lost everything in the storm. 86 people had been killed by the super cyclone. They had been at the shelter for the last 4 days. They had been eating raw coconuts, but now these were insufficient for the large number of people. Prashant, all of 19 years, decided to step in as leader of his village. If no one else did, he organized a group of youths and elders to jointly pressurize the merchant once again to part with his rice. This time the delegation succeeded and returned triumphantly, wading through the receding water with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that the rice was already rotting. Branches from fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. For the first time in 4 days, the survivors at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit, and floating carcasses, and to tend to the wounds and fractures of the many who had been injured. Triumphantly means victoriously. Bellies means stomachs. Prashant, who was very strong at the age of 19, very young, and at the age of 19, decided to lead the crowd of distraught villagers. He formed a group of villagers, including the elders and the youth, and they planned to force the local merchant to give them the stock of grains and rice to feed the people. The group succeeded and swam through the flood to get food for the crowd. No one was bothered by the fact that the rice was getting rotten because they were starved and were ready to eat even the rotting rice. The branches of broken trees were used to kindle a fire. As they were wet, burning a fire was an arduous task, means it was a difficult task. It was a slow fire, but they managed to cook the rice on it. The survivors ate a meal after 4 days. The second task of the group was to clean the shelter. They removed garbage, cleaned excretory waste, dead bodies, and tended the injured. On the fifth day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcels. It then did not return. The youth task force gathered empty utensils for the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the voters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomachs to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. The message got through, and after that, the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter, air dropping food and other basic needs. On the fifth day after the super cyclone, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped food parcels. It did not return later, but they needed food. So the youth in the crowd gathered empty utensils. The children were made to lie in the sand with the utensils on their stomachs to indicate to the passing helicopters that they needed food. The helicopters got the message and returned with food and other necessities for the crowd at the shelter. Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were mobilized to look after them, while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. Orphaned means a child who loses either one or both of his parents to death. A large number of children had been orphaned in the super cyclone. Prashant put them together under a polythene sheet. The women in the shelter were deployed to look after the children, and the men arranged food for everyone. As the weeks passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that the women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. He persuaded the women to start working in the food for work program started by an NGO, and for the children, he organized sports events. He himself loved to play cricket, and so he organized cricket matches for children. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their life. The sadness of the children and women in the shelter was growing with each passing day. Prashant requested to work in the NGO called Food for Work. In order to keep the children busy, he organized sports events for them. He took, took help of other volunteers to help the widows and orphans to return to normal life. The initial government plan was to set up institutions for the orphans and widows. However, this step was successfully resisted. But as it was felt that in such institutions, children would grow up without love and widows would suffer from stigma and loneliness. Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in new foster families made up of childless widows and children without adult care. Stigma means disgrace. Foster family is a family that provides custody or guardianship for children whose parents are dead or unable to look after them. The government had proposed to set up separate institutions for widows and orphans, but this proposal was successfully rejected by Prashant. He felt that these separate institutions would neither help the orphan children nor would they be beneficial for the widows. These volunteers wanted to settle the orphan children and widows in foster families where they would get love and security. It is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone. This time Prashant's wounded spirit has healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. His handsome youthful face is what the widows and orphan children of his village seek out most in their darkest hour of grief. After 6 months of the disaster, Prashant has come out of the grief of losing his mother because he was engrossed in helping others that he forgot his pain. All the widows and orphans looked up to him in their time of grief, and so he learned to come out of his gloom and smile. This is all, students. I hope you all have understood. Thank you for watching the video.